You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out,
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Right over, set. Right over there. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Right there. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Zip, zip. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Let it go.
On first down, Blackburn. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
4 down. Switch.
2nd and 14. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Max 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Shift. Hard. Off.
Operating from the gun, Murphy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double.
58 to Mike.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bravo.
We taking wins home.
Ready.
This is Scarborough. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight. 4 down. 5.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First and goal, Raiders.
Set. 70. Indy. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
23 yards the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Ready, ready.
Here's Murphy on first down. And this is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, it's our house. Mike 28.
Murphy now, throwing again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Danny.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Bend.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go. Ready up.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Topper. Lucky. Get it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Even. All ready. Boys, 52. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Murphy to throw on 2nd down. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, Mike 51.
Murphy throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive...
And it's a fumble. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Let's go.
Got you, boy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Smooth.
58's the Mike.
2nd and 2.
Let's go, D.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check the outs.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Ready,
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, wahoo! Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this hole.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2nd and 13. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Yeah, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right here now. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Here, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Blue 58.
Mike, 58, right there.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackburn. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Move. Hey, boys, we got four.
Hey, seam six. Seam six. Two.
They'll set up a throw.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
He's got his man sharp, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got you.
Get it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. Street's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know you felt that one.
Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike's 50.
Kelly, strong left, Kelly.
Watch that.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First down, Raiders.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
You, son.
Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one complete to Yeldon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Sack. We got him.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Exit.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
Go.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
58, the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58's the mic.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
We are going. Kill. Turn up.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Don't say nothing. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
What you got, Heavy?
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Here we go.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today,